from Heta, but he can only get down to a enormous checkout. And you would expect from here, Dom Taylor
39, yeah.
to double his lead.
87. $98. Game shot.
And he does do just that. Heta feeling the heat early in this game. Trail behind though, good response.
$59. $60.
Bullseye.
Game shot.
That is gonna sting.
$180. $95.
Are we going to see another? Well, it won't be the big combo this time, but it will be a big setup.
96. $140. Game shot and the
the
match.
setup followed by game shot, and despite some stunning stuff from Dom. It's the last of the first round action here on stream 1.
$78.
And it's double 16.
80.
The leg one. Opportunity missed, but he will half expect to return. With Meikle on such a large outshot. Does he stay there? He liked it. Double 13. He likes
Game
that too.
shot.
What a shot, what a start. To leave his opponent feeling stunned. Brilliant stuff from Ryan Meikle.
$126.
To a top for another combination.
Game shot.
And Meikle really is now the boss of this bout. A 4-1 lead. A 146, a 106.
$100.
And ready to win, Ryan Meikle.
$77.
81 for a 6-1 success. It's been strong stuff since that stunning 146 in the opening leg really put him in charge of the contest. And he wraps it up with a leg out of the very top draw. 11 darter to seal it, and the barber gives his opponent the chop. Puha goes down 6-1 to a very impressive Ryan Mee, it has to be said. Look at the numbers in the end. Magical stuff. 105.67 the average.
This is why you've got to have spares, everybody, just in case something happens. Imagine if he didn't.
100.
If he didn't have a spare with him, he would have had to do the whole match, bar one visit, Callan Rid style with 2 darts. And
100.
you're not going to beat Richard Vincent with 2 darts. Anyway, back to this board, which is board number 10 of 16.
Game shot.
And the first leg is taken by Veenstra, who somewhat unapologetically in 2024.
60.
And the highest ranked player in the world not to win a title in 2024.
$59.
Now, what route is Richard going to employ for the 138? Last time we held the Grand Prix in this building, this was the last shot of the tournament. But he didn't go that way. Humphreys went that way. What do you give for another treble 19 and 1 double 11 to take care of Barnavelt to get his first PDC win against the Dutch legend? Good recovery.
63.
And a first match dart slips by. Raymond needs 2 breaks of throw. And he may not get one.
56.
Match point Veenstra. He's now missed 4 match darts. Raymond must have a rabbit's foot in his pocket.
Game shot.
Well, there you go. Who expected that to happen? Big win for Nathan.
45.
Is this game getting away from Veenstra all of a sudden after those 4 match darts? Van Barneveld might be smelling an opportunity here.
84.
Just remember that Raymond needed 4 straight legs to win this match. And you can't get 4 straight
59.
unless you get the 3rd first. Now he's got to pray that he's getting a shot at his shot. Is he? Now he is.
100.
Take it out before Richard puts you away.
Game
Very
shot.
well done. Based on some of the faces that we've seen from Raymond in this game, a lot of you might have thought, well, he's going to lose. Raymond's now the favourite. Not only is he playing the better darts at the minute,
140.
but he's stolen the darts with a lovely cushion. Or is there going to be one more twist here?
140.
It all comes down to this. If Veenstra takes this 120,
76.
Raymond is going to feel very empty after everything he's done. It's a match start at tops. Oh, it's
Game
a pinch from Richard.
and the match.
Unbelievable. I'm thinking that Raymond thinks he's coming back. What a reaction that was from Van Barneveld. Some of these dart players here today are very fresh. They may not have played much at all over the last few weeks.
95.
But there are some dart players here who have played a lot. And if you can find someone who has played a lot and is not at their best, you've got to expose that. Double 16. And this is what Graham can do. If he gets his mojo going, he can do things very quickly. He can leave double 12. That's exactly what he's done. This is a real red flag moment for Johnny Clayton. If he doesn't take this 72 out, he could be behind.
Game
That's
shot.
marvellous. In a building that he has won in at the highest level, winning the World Grand Prix
100.
here. Sometimes you've got to turn up today and be the person who has the last word. And that in itself means that he's under less pressure than most people in this room.
140.
And he hits this shot arguably more than anybody else, because he leaves it more than anybody else.
57.
It's been a very friendly game.
70.
And they will continue to be friends afterwards. This could be the end. And it is. In typical Johnny Clayton style, he doesn't mess around on the doubles at the end, but both of them did at the start. Clayton was the better player. He won the right moments. And as you can see, even with the inferior average, it's just a case of taking the shots when he had them.
60. 85.
You know, there's a possibility that James Wade, at the end of his career, could have played this game for 5 decades.
174.
What other sort of career can yield that amount of action? He might be playing when he's in his late 60s. It's entirely up to him.
34, 68? 68 left, yeah.
Often threatens that he won't be playing next year, doesn't he, James
50.
Wade? So
I don't believe a word of it.
Would be interesting. Rob Cross has crossed the line, by the way, against Smith, fending off that fight back. 6-5. Wade looking to lead.
44.
4-3 here.
Game shot.
That's what he does. And the day he goes 20 double 16 is a day that we have crossed into the upside down, because he will always go 12 tops forever.
Well, Cameron Menzies won't be in the deep end of the tournament for one.
The next leg already. Don't automatically think from that visit that you are home and hosed if you're the opponent, and that you're going to be playing in leg 11. All of a sudden, James could turn it on here and put pressure on the 92.
$100.
It's not an easy shot, this, and it's not an easy decision for Martin Shindler. He can guarantee himself pretty much a dart at the bull by going that way, but treble 20 is the done thing these days. Well, he went for 36, 52. But he went for a smaller target than another 36 on the board, which, well, it's not going to cost him, but I'm not sure about that.
Treble 12 41. In that spot is largely unused. It's almost an old school effort. Double 10 to take us all the way then. This game has been a bit scruffy.
30.
And it might not be going all the way.
Well, Wade was wincing in the background. He felt that it would be going the distance, but now he's got a chance to take it here and now. Oh, he's chased the treble. Treble 12 again, playing a big part in this leg, isn't it?
41.
Couldn't find it. In missing that, missed a single, and he would have had a dart at the bull for the match had he hit the single.
Double funf.
Game shot.
And it is funf, funf.
Wadey wasting no time in approaching the hockey there. He said he had half an eye on this leg. Well, he will not like that opening. Here comes the hoping.
Well, this would be something. 56. It would definitely trump the 120 we saw from Veenstra against Barneveld. But it's not going to happen this time. Shindler has got a score to settle with tops to get 100. Through to the last 16 of Players' Championship 22.
But to see off James Wade and set up an all-German last 16 showdown with his World Cup partner Gabriel Clemens. It's double 10. It's missed.
30.
Shindler's missed.
Wade has dropped one. But does he hit one?
Game shot and the match.
So often the eternal opportunist, James Wade, and he's done it again. Taking it in a last leg decider. Martin Shindler shakes his head, ruining those 3 mismatched darts. A 6-5 success for James Wade, who played well in the game, if truth be told, but the problem for Shindler was a doubling. 15 missed at the out if he wins this leg. And he's only 2 points behind with these darts in hand in leg 5. I'm not sure what put Razma off there.
Hasn't really put him off, has it?
What's interesting, he started his whole routine again, didn't he? He wasn't having it until he was ready.
And that's what dart players should do. Elite sports people, when they're in something like this, whether it's cricket, golf, darts,
58.
archery, you name it, everyone's got a process. And if you're distracted, start again. He's going to go for the bull. Is he? No, not this time.
52.
Gauntlet laid down. Cross predominantly on this shot goes 2 treble 19s. He can only get the 1. In times gone by, I'm sure he's gone treble 18 first on that shot.
And very much feels it's a treble that he can hit when he needs to.
Game shot.
But the double that Razma needed has been hit, and it's another break. Rob Cross unable to hold on to his throw yet in this game. And the Latvian lobber leads 4-1.
I like that play a lot. It shows confidence. It shows belief in himself to get it next time. If you've got that extra breathing space, use it.
71.
Punish your opponent for leaving a bogey number. Double 2. Can't miss again.
No
he has
score.
missed again, and he's kicked the hockey about 7 times in that visit. He might be kicking himself in a moment. As Razma guarantees himself a dart, at least a bull, but manages to go on better.
18 left. 80.
Double 9.
Wow.
82.
Bluffs it. Another opportunity for Cross.
That hockey is getting one heck of a kicking.
Game shot.
And even the Rub Cross is getting a bit of a kicking in the score sheet. He's still alive. He is noted for being one of the more extravagant players when it comes to showing their feelings.
180.
What's happening to Cross here? 2 180s in this leg. This is a very, very bold message to the Latvian, as if to say, I'm not finished yet.
97.
So hits a 10. Leave double 16 for an 11 dart leg.
10.
And he's missed twice, which allows Razma another match-winning opportunity.
I hate this route. I really do hate it, but it might work. Double 11. It does work.
Game shot and the match.
Doesn't matter whether I like it or not. Matters Razma loves it because it beats Rob Cross by 6 legs to 2, and Razma is into the quarterfinals. That is a really good performance. He did keep his cool at the right times, and he will be very, very proud of his efforts. He did out-average Cross.
It's 41 and 43 in successive visits, allowing Clayton to race away with leg 5, though he's not faring much better right now. And you can understand Anderson just taking a moment here to compose himself. They're all at 6s and 7s, and he knows there's an opportunity here. there shouldn't have been an opportunity, but Anderson plants in a perfect maximum and forces the ferret into action. Well, they couldn't hit a thing between them for the last minute or so, and suddenly they're both on target. Clayton, by hitting that treble 20, has left himself on double 7, but it may not matter because Anderson has turned it on at the back end of that leg. In the other quarterfinals, Callan Ridds is really turning on the style against James Wade. He leads 4-0, averaging 113. Christian Kiss 4-1 up on Stephen Bunting. And Connor Scott leads Madis Razmat 2-1. Clayton may be sensing he has to win this leg. If Anderson gets to 5-2 and throwing, then the game would be as good as over for the Welshman.
58.
Can only leave the same finish. Treble 18 now the target. Found the bullseye. Not found. 82. So Anderson gets a go. And he takes a moment. This is exactly what he did earlier on, and the result was perfect. Treble 18, not found.
56.
So 10 for double 16 will be the MO. Or should have been the MO. That was the intention. 27. Double 8. Cleans up. Tidies up the mess he made for himself there, Johnny Clayton.
$123. 87.
This to win it. Double 18. Double 12.
86.
Not there yet, but you get the sense it's a matter of when rather than if here for Gary Anderson, who has been just a cut above Johnny Clayton throughout this game.
121.
Clayton clung on at 2-2, but then missed the chance at 3-2. Anderson took advantage. Hasn't yet gone on to win. Well, if he loses this match, he will wonder how on earth that final dart didn't find its way into double 6. Clayton, though, isn't going to punish with a whopper of a shot.
55.
Now Anderson can put right the marginal miss from the previous visit. You'd think that'd be the perfect marker. And finally, Gary Anderson does land that double. It's a very good performance in the end from Anderson, who just pulled away towards the back end of the match. Clayton led the game 2-1, but Anderson won the majority of the remaining legs on the flight.
I'm trying.
Something that he does very differently, and it works for him.
What he should do is get a picture of a finished dart player on each one.
140.
Cantillon on one, Comula on the other one, and you can have an Ulf Cedar on the other one.
80.
Didn't intend that top, Sir Connor Scott, but he will return if Kiss can't take this out, which he won't. So a real opportunity now to put some distance between the pair of them.
40.
That doesn't help, but it probably doesn't mean anything.
Game shot.
Because somebody right now is really, really sharp, and his name is Scott. He is in such good nick that he turns around after that visit and just cannot wait to get back to the hockey to throw. I've seen him leave a European tour stage in tears, where he could barely walk, never mind throw a dart, but he still went up there
92.
and fought his heart out. He won my respect that day.
I just took care there to ensure that dart wasn't in the double 12. The single was the requirement. Scott, does he waste that 180? Or has it rattled his opponent?
30.
Maybe the latter.
Does he go 25 or is it treble 19?
Oh,
that one spikes. What I mean by that is it just went into upright. Christian saved the shot on double 2. And that is now 2 doubles at the bottom of the board, which has got him level. Double 3 and double 2. It's not always about ton plus checkouts and massive shots on tops and 18s and 16s. But Christian is still in the same vicinity. He's probably saying to his opponent, and with all of his experience, you get your 180s. I'm just going to keep hitting the 2 treble visits and leaving myself on a finish just like you are.
100.
And after everything Connor's done in this leg, Christian is 1 point ahead. But does he get a look?
Game shot.
And this could be the moment that Connor Scott really took.
40.
He's playing on more tours at the minute than a substitute drummer for rock bands. If there's a tournament going on, he knows about
140.
it. He's playing in his 4th semi-final in a Players' Championship. He's won 1 of them. Last year he beat Jan van Veen by 7 legs to 5. So the one time he's played a Dutch player in a semi, he's won. Oh, what a big shot from Scott. He will love that one. Consecutive ton plus checkouts. They don't come any better than the one in leg 9.
Then he gets the respect of Kist as well. But neither are averaging as high as Connor Scott is at the moment. He's on 107.17. Anderson 106.96, Wade 103.56.
It's not going to be 3 consecutive ton plus finishes for Scott. But he doesn't care about that.
40.
All he wants is 1 more visit to be in his 2nd final.
55.
That was really interesting. He didn't want to bust it, so he went for 10 bull just to get a shot. That's how he thinks, outside the box. But that miss at the bull for the match, could it cost him?
90.
It might not.
Connor comes back. And Scott shoots his way through to the final. A fantastic performance in a good game between 2 players high up on the Challenge Tour. But despite not having professional status and holding a PDC Tour card, Connor Scott will contest the final of Players' Championship 22, and he'll take with him a very, very good performance, which included 6 180s, a maximum finish in the 170, an average of almost 100.